Finally, I am here with my very own Husqvarna Svartpilen, which is also known as Black Arrow, and I'm glad that this is my first bike. KTM just launched this bike end of the 2019 in the India Bike Week. Husqvarna is a Swedish brand which is really known for its single cylinder machine. It's known for its power and its beauty. There's plenty of reason why I bought this bike. I'm gonna share everything, and this particular video is gonna be a real world ownership experience.
I bought this bike on 21st of July, and as of now I am making this video. Right now it's already 6,000 km gone, and I just completed this 6,000 km within 2 months. Completed both the first servicing and the second servicing, so I think I have got a little bit of knowledge about this bike. I mostly do city ride in Kolkata and some occasional highway ride. Just after the first servicing, I went for a long ride which is about 1000 km to Odisha and some coastal part of West Bengal. Soon I'll upload the video on my channel. Now, this bike is a new kind of bike in Indian market, and there's a lot of confusion between plenty of people who wanna give it a try, and there is a lack of actual ownership video in YouTube. So here I'm gonna help you. I'll divide this video in two different parts. One is pros and another is cons, as well as the solution for those cons. If you're planning for buying this bike, continue watching this video till the end.
First thing I'm gonna talk about this bike is design. Indian bike segment, or specifically in lower segment, there is no official scrambler available. The design is completely different than any other bikes available on the Indian market.
It's a beautiful amalgamation of a retro scrambler and a modern street bike in terms of design. On the very first look, you're gonna start loving this bike because of its unique front design. The round shaped headlight and the LED ring light looks so classy, and the front design makes it looks actually like a big bike on the road. Just after the light, this retro looking round shaped instrument cluster and clean looking single unibody tank design is a real treat to your eyes, and the tank bag holder made it look even beautiful. Then this trellis frame, rear monoshock suspension and completely different looking rear design makes it apart from any other bike on the road. And it has some little logo of Husqvarna. That detailing makes it look more appealing to everyone. I personally love minimalist design, and this was another reason to choose this bike. And trust me, this bike is an attention grabber on the road. No matter where you are, people gonna stare at it. They're gonna ask you about it. Even till now, every day I face this thing, and I really enjoyed this thing.
Second thing I love about this bike is the engine. This bike comes with 248cc liquid cooled single cylinder engine from KTM Duke 250. So in terms of performance, the punchiness and the refinement, it is almost similar like any other machine from KTM.
KTM is actually known for its punchy engine. The initial torque is really good, and this bike has all of that quality. BS6 made it even more refined.
So on the heart and on the performance, completely a Duke, and on the outer side, Swedish design. All around, this is a pretty good combination. If I talk about bit on the technical side,
248 is a liquid cooled single cylinder engine which produces 29 bhp and 24 Newton meters of torque, and be it a city ride or a highway ride, you're gonna feel that power in the engine. Trust me, it's a perfect touring machine.
Whenever I am in the highway, I am really happy. I went for a long ride. That was a 1000 kilometer ride. I cruised around 110, 120 with all the luggages on. I was pretty happy because 158 kgs of weight. Then my weight, including all the luggages, this bike was pretty smooth and well balanced in the highway. I went almost 127 km per hour. Pretty good wind blast gonna be there because it's a scrambler model. If I go for the RPM side, on 3000 to 7000 is the sweet spot of this bike. You can cruise all day long on 7000. There will be no level of vibration. More than 7000, 10,000, it's good. It's a single cylinder engine and vibration will be there, but still it was way less. This bike has pure performance and way more stability than I thought. Another important thing for any bike, at least for Indian market, is the mileage. How much exactly?
People gave a strange look whenever I say about the mileage. I'm getting 34 km per liter in the city and for highway within 42. Before the first servicing, I went for a highway ride. I cruised about 80 km per hour and got approx 39 km per liter at the time. And now after second servicing, condition is much better now. So I'm happy with the mileage I'm getting out of it. If you ride properly in a decent speed without too much of braking and clutch use, you're gonna get a good mileage from this bike.
Braking and the suspension is really important thing, and this bike has a really good suspension. And what can I say about the braking? It comes with Bosch dual channel ABS, both the front wheel and the back wheel. Also the ABS has two different modes. For road condition, it has a road in which both the ABS is working. For a normal day-to-day use, road is fine. For any off-road or any other section, then it has supermoto mode. You can off the rear ABS in the supermoto mode. Only the front gonna work. Personally, ABS really saved me from some unwanted situation on the road.
This bike comes with MRF Rev Z tires in both the front and the rear wheel. Both these tires looks good on road and perform really well on the road. Be it long stretch highway or some city ride or some off-road, this tire gonna give you a super good grip. This machine introduced me to the beauty of cornering. It gave me so much of confidence while cornering with the stock tire. I never tried cornering with any other bike in my life, but I'm just waiting to ride this machine on the hilly terrain.
Suspension is great in this bike. Comes with WP Apex suspension, and WP is known for its premium quality suspension. Only KTM offers WP Apex suspension on their bikes. So be it a pothole, be it a bumpy road, be it the normal city ride, really great suspension.
I heard people talking about that suspension is stiff, but I never felt that way. It looks pretty good and pretty comfortable for me.
Now after the suspension and brakes, here comes the seating position and the seating comfortability of the bike. I personally think this particular bike has a good seat as well as good sitting comfort.
Though it feels small, but the seat is really comfortable and the cushion quality feels way premium than you thought. For long ride, I don't want any extra modification on the seat at all.
This particular is for the rider and this particular is for the pillion. People often see that pillion seat is very small, but I don't think that. When you are riding this bike, you gonna be lean a little bit on the front side. That's why plenty of space is available for the rear pillion.
And then there is grab rail. For some it looks good, for some it looks bad in terms of style, but it's gonna save your pillion from the back. At least he or she can hold it comfortably.
Every bike has some positive point as well as some negative point, and this bike isn't a perfect bike. It has cons as well. The first thing if I talk about as cons is the ground clearance. Plenty of people talked about the ground clearance. I don't know what about the design they made. Seat height is 845 but the ground clearance is 145. Really low. The reason is I think the BS6 norms, so they added the catalytic converter downside of the engine. I don't know why they made this kind of design. The ground clearance issue isn't gonna be a serious issue if most of the time if you are riding alone. If you have a pillion, this is gonna be a issue for you. Some of the speed breakers are gonna touch the lower part of the engine, but don't worry because on the downside of the engine there is a metal rod.
A hard metal rod which is actually a part of the chassis is down there. It will save the engine from any kind of torture. Even I was worried initially, but now it looks very normal for me.
Now plenty of people have a serious doubt about the seat height, whether they're gonna fit this bike or not. Now it has a 835 mm seat height, which is pretty tall than any other bike in the Indian market right now. Now let me tell you my story of this bike. My height is approximately somewhere around 5 feet 6. The reason this bike suits me really well is my upper portion is little smaller and the lower portion is little tall, and that's why I am really comfortable in this bike. Both my foot firmly I can manage on the ground.
People having same kind of height have problems holding this bike, so it completely depends on you. It comes with 9.5 liter of fuel tank range, which is a downside for a lot of people. You are getting 320 to 350 kilometers of range on highway with that kind of mileage. Then what is the problem? I am not getting any kind of problem with this kind of range. You can easily cruise with this machine on the highway. Also, people are talking about this machine vibrates a lot. Single cylinder engine, so definitely I'll gonna face some kind of vibration. But still, this bike has a really low vibration. PS6 made it more refined.
Before 1000 km of servicing, this bike had some vibration. New bike comes with a lot of vibration, but after the 1000 km servicing, this bike is like a butter smooth. After the first servicing, I actually feel the performance of this bike. The smoothness increases, the vibration minimizes automatically.
Cruise this bike on high speed in the highway, but till 110 I didn't feel that much vibration on the bike.
One thing I didn't like about this bike is the pillion seat comfort. I'm not talking about the seating comfort, but the problem comes with pillion foot peg. The position of the pillion foot peg is little on the upper side. If you have a tall pillion, then his legs gonna cramp little bit. He or she won't be able to get a comfortable ride with you. If it is in a city ride, then it's no problem. If you are planning to buy this particular bike for long ride and that too with pillion, then I'll say please don't buy this bike, because pillion isn't gonna be comfortable in long ride.
But the story changes if you have a shorter pillion with you. I did little bit of long ride with both the shorter pillion as well as a taller pillion. Shorter pillion was really comfortable throughout the journey, so it's better for shorter pillion.
So this is the complete ownership review which I have personally faced. As of now, I am pretty happy. Daily to daily basis on a long ride, I am really happy. I can suggest you this bike any day.
There's plenty good or bad reviews available in the YouTube from different channels, but real ownership reviews is very rare. After completing 6000 km on this particular machine, I am really happy. I can suggest you this bike any day.
Already told you about everything, the positive side and the negative side of this particular bike. And now it's come to you whether this bike is your future bike or not. If you are looking for a premium bike in this segment, then I think it's pretty good. Now I don't want to compare this thing with Duke, though Duke 250 and this Husqvarna, they are completely same in terms of engine, but the ergonomics is different.
It's all up to you and your choice. If you want to invest your hard-earned money on same boring design which is available in the market right now, or else this beautiful Swedish design, it's your choice. After all, you're gonna ride it on the road, so your choice does matter.
But before anything, I'll suggest go for nearest KTM showroom and just at least get a test ride. If test ride vehicle isn't available, at least go and sit on the bike, feel the weight, feel the height, and then only then you will understand this bike gonna suit you well or not, because none of the reviewer gonna suggest you this thing unless and until you are gonna test this thing on your own. And the real thing which I have felt here, I told everything, all the negative and the positive side of this bike. If you are planning for buying this bike, I think this is gonna be a really helpful video for you. It's time to complete the video here.
So stay tuned with me, more videos gonna come soon here on my channel. Till then, be happy, travel more, and above all, stay safe.